Hi guys, I assembled this solar boat kit yesterday, or last night to be exact, and it works. It does have a battery in there that you can use when there's no sun, so I did take it out and try it in the paddling pool, and yes, it works. It was set up as a puller that way, which I don't like the idea of. So I've turned the actual motor round and put the propeller in the opposite end. So it should now be a pusher, but it does mean it's not going to be quite such an efficient propeller, because it's a puller propeller, not a pusher. So I've done that, and we are going to go out and try it in a minute. But in the meantime, over the night, I thought about it and thought, how about if we have rudders on it, so we can actually make it go round in circles in the paddling pool. So that's what I've done here. I've 3D printed a bracket that will go over there, and that bit will stick out underneath. So we've got twin rudders. It probably only needs one rudder, but it'll look more, I don't know, look right with two. Okay, so that fits there. I expect these will snap because they're not going to be particularly strong, but it's only going in the paddling pool. It's only a matter if I put it down and they just snap off. Because that's one of the problems with 3D printing. Depending on which way you print them, in line with the layers, they're relatively strong. But that piece was printed that way up, so that's cross there, so that's going to be very weak. Anyway, we should be able to set that for a right-hand turn. We'll go and try it in the paddling pool. Well, yeah, there's only a gentle breeze and it's enough to blow it backwards against that propeller. I think that's so low powered I'm going to have to turn it round again, because the power we lose with the propeller turning the wrong way is probably the difference between it going forwards and not moving. That's not exactly shooting up the paddling pool, is it? Oh, and it is moving forwards. Yeah, I'm going to take it apart and turn that propeller around, or at least turn the motor around so the propeller's turning the opposite way. So it'll be a puller rather than a pusher, because that's being blown back by the wind at the moment. Well, it's still pretty disappointing. That's the wind blowing it. I think what I'll do is I'll switch it over to battery mode just so we can see it running. But yeah, that's pretty hopeless, isn't it? I could always swap out the solar panel for a bigger one, but that's not the point, is it? Somebody would buy this in a shop and expect it to work. As soon as the wind catches it, it blows it backwards. So, switch it the other way, a little bit faster. That's on the battery instead. Still not exactly flying along. Swap it back to sun. I think that's the wind blowing it. I don't know, it's picking up speed. Obviously with the rudders on it turning it, that adds to the friction in the water and slows it down anyway. So going straight, it can build up a bit more speed. Yeah, that is powering itself forwards, but the wind's blowing it round. It's quite happy going downwind. It's getting a bit late in the afternoon now. Sun's a bit low, so we're not getting the benefit of it. But I'm trying a different propeller. I've made a 4-bladed propeller, quite a big sort of paddle shaped one, to try and get the most out of that motor with this amount of sunlight. At the moment it's stuck over there in the corner because the wind's just blown it. I will move it round. Well, there's not much I can do about the sun going behind a cloud, is there? That's frustrating. It actually looked like it was making progress, except it was drifting off to one side, so I've adjusted the rudders, and now the sun's gone behind a cloud. So I'll zoom in and have a look at that propeller while we're talking about it. I would call it more of a windmill. Yeah, much bigger area. I've tried to make it light, but I can't do anything about the sunlight. Typical. Well, sun's come out again, but as you can see, it's much lower in the sky, and that's going to be in shade right now. There you go. Propeller stopped. So yes, it works, but we're going to have to wait for another day now, see if it's sunny tomorrow and have another go. But I think the principle works. Bigger bladed propellers pushing more air. It's only turning slowly, so it needs to push more air. Thanks for watching. You'll find more information down in the video description. You might like to watch that video up there, and you might like to subscribe over there.